You manage a Microsoft 365 tenant with 1,000 iOS endpoints enrolled in Microsoft Intune, 200 devices joined via the Intune Company Portal, and 800 devices joined through Apple Automated Device Enrollment, or ADE. You deploy an iOS iPadOS software update policy called Policy 1 to install version 15.5. How many iOS devices will receive Policy 1, and what profile type should you configure to control update installation? Options are A, 200, B, 800, C, 1000, D, Compliance Policy, E, Conditional Access Policy, F, Device Restriction Policy. Okay, let's talk about how to solve this question. First, we need to identify which devices will be part of Policy 1. Since we have 200 iOS devices joined via the Intune Company Portal and 800 devices joined through Apple Automated Device Enrollment, or ADE, and we're applying an iOS/iPadOS software update policy called Policy 1 to install version 15.5, all 1,000 iOS devices will be part of Policy 1. Then, to control update installation, we need to choose the correct profile type. Since update installation is a resource restriction, we need to choose the device restriction policy. That means our correct answer is E, device restriction policy.
When managing Apple devices in an enterprise environment, understanding how different enrollment methods impact device management capabilities is crucial. Microsoft Intune allows administrators to manage iOS endpoints through various pathways, such as user-driven methods like the Company Portal app or automated deployment methods provided by Apple. These methods determine the management state of the device, which in turn dictates whether certain advanced configuration policies, like software update deployments or specific restrictions, can be successfully applied to the hardware. In my view, the correct answers are 800 for the number of devices and a device restriction policy to control update installations. Microsoft Intune software update policies specifically require supervised devices. Out of the 1,000 endpoints, only the 800 devices enrolled through Apple Automated Device Enrollment are automatically supervised. Devices enrolled via the company portal are unsupervised by default, meaning they will not process this specific software update policy. To further control update behavior, such as deferring installations, administrators need to configure a device restriction policy. Options A, B, and C relate to the counts, where 800 is the correct tally of supervised devices. Options D and E, which are compliance and conditional access policies, serve different security and access control functions rather than managing specific software update behaviors or device feature restrictions.